Yo, what's good YouTube? This is Jay from TNJ, and guess who we're facing? The LA Dodgers. They had the best record in baseball. They had the best record in baseball in real life as well. So man, we have a 7-game dogfight with them. Look at how much time they had off. They had in between here all the way until Sunday, so they had about a 5-day resting period. They had 101 wins on the year, but look at us. I mean, Lance McCullers isn't going to be ready to go because look, he only had a day's rest. He's not going to be ready to go. So Josh Hader is going to be the battle of the lefties once again. Kershaw versus Hader. And let's just look at some changes here from our roster. So Junior Guerra is no longer on the DL, so he is back into our playoff roster. I'm not sure if he'll get an actual start. We'll see, because he's an interesting guy. He was great out of the bullpen, but I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Zach Davies is going to get a start in this series for sure. Lance McCullers will try to get a couple. We'll see, man. I don't really know what we want to do. We can't do much in the field, though. That's the only thing, because like I said, the playoff roster, for MLB The Show, you have to be on the MLB roster by September 1st. So that kind of sucks, because like I said, we have people like Jorge Mateo we want to move up. We can't do that. So we're kind of in a bind here. I mean, the only guy that is legitimately can like help us out is Hernan Perez, and he's hurt for 2 to 3 weeks with a torn groin, so he can't do anything for us right now. No outfielders can do anything for us. I mean, we're pretty much good in the outfield, so we don't really need anybody out there, but we do need kind of that speed on the base pass, because I mean, let's just see. Hassan Diaz only hitting 118. He hit 118 that whole series. Or Arcia only hit .05. So I mean, we're struggling right here up the middle at the plate. Hopefully they can turn around this series, because we're really going to need them. Stuart Turner actually surprised me. He had 3 RBIs in that last series, hitting .375. He hit a lot better than Tucker Barnhart. I mean, don't let the average fool you. It's all about the clutch factor. He hit good when it was high. I mean, when he had to hit in these high pressure situations, he got a hit. He delivered with I remember a RBI, I think in game 3, and 2 RBIs in the last game. So I'm proud of what I saw from him. Jock Peterson had a pretty good series. Brinson struggled a little bit, but Franklin Gutierrez came through as usual. And I know Travis Shaw, he hit the best out of anybody in the whole series. So all of our pitching did pretty good in that first NLDS. Hopefully that can carry over to this series. And our relief pitching also did well as well. I don't think they really gave up too many runs. I think, okay, Blake Parker gave up a run, and I think that might be the only relief pitcher that gave up a home run or run. Now I think about it. So man, let's just get into this gameplay, man. Like I said, Lance McCullers isn't starting this game. It's actually going to be Josh Hader. So man, let's just get into this. Let's go, man. So the thing about the LA Dodgers, this is going to be a tough series. They have 4 more wins than us on the year, but we're actually, for this series, you know, they have nothing but lefties. I mean, they have Julio Urias, and they have Clayton Kershaw, Rich Hill. We can bat Lewis Brinson in that leadoff spot, because we know he has power versus left, but we don't really have that speed at the top of the lineup, because Arcia doesn't bat too well at that leadoff spot. So that spot has been void by not having Mateo up there, not having Perez up there. So we don't really have that speed up there. So using Lewis Brinson in that leadoff spot is going to come to our advantage in this series. And there is Andrew Toles trying to run on his former teammate Jock Peterson, throwing out Andrew Toles. So we still are in the first inning. We're going to get Hosmer to pop out here. So we get out of the first inning, no damage done, but on to the second inning. Jock Peterson's looking silly. Clayton Kershaw, you know, the thing about him is that his pitches look so deceiving. His curveball really hangs up there. I mean, you got to wait a long time for that to come down. And here's Brinson, like I said, man, he's got that power versus lefty pitchers, man. He's going to hit a hard one up the middle. but Franklin Gutierrez cannot get anything done. He's going to ground out into the double play. So, man, I'm telling you, every time you face Clayton Kershaw, you have to take advantage of some small ball because you're not going to get a lot of extra base hits. You're not going to get a lot of home runs. So you got to take advantage of what you can get. So we are already on to the 5th inning here. Nothing is really happening here, and Jock Peterson strikes out once again. And Travis Shaw comes up, hits one up the middle. That one's a hard hit, so we finally got a guy on first. Maybe some momentum will get going in this inning. But Stuart Turner comes up. He's having a pretty good playoff so far, better than I expected, to be honest. Barnhart, he kind of benched Barnhart in a way because he's been hitting so well. He's very clutch for us. So Asan Diaz gets the hit to the right side, but Orlando Arcia continues to struggle. He hits one to the shortstop. So now we're on to the bottom half of the inning, and they're going to start out the inning with a base hit. Both teams are really struggling to get base runners on this game because, man, I'm telling you, Josh Hader's probably going to end up our ace next season. I have Lance McCullers in that spot, but Josh Hader, man, he's really, I mean, teams have such a hard time hitting him. But here, they're starting out with an extra base hit. And that's been the first time he's really been hit hard since the first inning. And Josh Hader continues to roll here, though, getting Justin Turner to swing at a pitch in the dirt. The former Brewer, Jorge Soler, comes up, grounds out to Arcia, and Kike Hernandez comes up next. And Hader leaves one over the outer half of the plate, and Kike Hernandez goes down and gets it. And, man, how is it possible, man? Out of all the batters that came up, Kike Hernandez is the one to take him out of the park. Man, the most unlikely hero here. Gives the Dodgers a 2-run lead late in this game. And, I mean, that's very unfortunate because Josh Hader was rolling up until this point. But Kike Hernandez with one swing of the bat puts them ahead. So I do have to bring in Antonio Bastardo here out of the bullpen because I need to at least get him some relief help. He was getting a little tired, and then with that home run, man, that didn't help. So I actually threw the wrong pitch there. I actually threw a fastball there. I meant to throw a changeup, but Kike Hernandez took advantage there. So we're on to the 9th inning, and we start out the 9th inning with a walk. So Eric Thames gets on first base there, and Franklin Gutierrez also takes a pitch on the inside corner. So Kenley Jansen walks 2 guys, gets Jock Peterson swinging at a horrible pitch. I was anxious on that one, so I didn't make the same mistake here. So they do load up the bases, and they do bring in Pedro Baez. It seems like they always do this. Every time I play the Dodgers, they bring in Jansen, and then they end up bringing Baez in. But Stuart Turner swings at one in the dirt, so they got 2 outs here. And Asan Diaz hits a grounder to second base, so bases loaded and 1 out. And we can't do anything. The Dodgers come away with the victory here. And Clayton Kershaw, man, he pitches a gem. Josh Hader actually didn't pitch too bad. I mean, he was right behind Kershaw, but he gets the loss in this one, giving up that 2-run home run. So hit subscribe, hit that like button. We'll be back for game 2.